I need to put survivalist on for you.
Watch.
Manhunt initiated. System restored. Rogue defender drone.
I'll make it.
detected.
Have to hold it. Come here, come here, come here.
Next to you, back.
Bro, in here, close quarter, it's a wrap, bro.
Push. One on right side, one in middle.
Oh shit, he had a huge med kit.
Yeah, make it efficient to make it.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this.
Rogue defender drone detected. Hostile defender drone detected.
He's dead.
Fire.
Oh,
Bro, they were on the regen as well.
Push.
Back online.
I'm getting beat from the back. Bro. Bro, in close quarters, it's like,
Yo, that sledgehammer,
bro, when you proc that sledgehammer, he was on a med kit and it literally ate through him. So a lot of you guys are probably asking, yo, Skillz, how did you have that build set up? Because it was literally melting with that SMG. So let's take a look at it. We have the Ouroboros here. After that video, I decided to fully max this thing out. Well, it's not fully, but I got it to 20 now. So it's 20 expertise, so I'm getting additional 20% weapon damage. It's sitting at almost total damage of 90,000. We have 1,485 RPM with 50 in the magazine. We have SMG damage crit chance, and then I re-rolled it with the blueprint until I got the damage targets out of cover. So I'm sitting at 10% damage targets out of cover. Now, obviously, you guys know by now, hopefully, if not, this talent is when an agent has a status effect applied to them, 50% of the ammo in their next magazine will apply the same status effect. So you have to reload, you'll get it in your next half of the magazine. Now, this effect will occur during combat, only during combat. Now, it has 10% critical damage on the scope, 25% reload speed, 10% crit chance under barrel, and 10% rate of fire. So obviously a monster to use, and you guys saw, we actually had 3 on that team right there and was just shredding. So I was running a coyote mask. This is for a group, right? So we're getting weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage, and a critical hit damage mod. Obviously, pack instincts. I'm within 15 meters on most of my fights, so I'm getting that additional 25% critical hit damage. For the chest piece, I went with the Sokolov chest piece for the 10% SMG damage. We have armor on here. We have critical damage, critical chance, critical hit damage mod, and then I have unbreakable. So when your armor is depleted, you repair 95% of your armor. Obviously, that is different when you're in PvP. So just in case you guys want to see it, it's 50% versus 95% in PvP. For the holster, I'm running the Picaro's holster. So that's going to be 10% skill haste. We have armor, we have critical hit damage, and we have weapon damage. And then obviously, I do have some of these pieces leveled up to 20 expertise, some at 15. Just depends if I had extra exotics. For the knee pads, we have the Fox pair of knee pads. This is going to give us armor, that 8% damage to targets out of cover. So now we're sitting at 18% damage to targets out of cover, and we have 12% critical hit damage. We have the contractor gloves. This is going to give us weapon damage. It gives us 8% damage to armor, and then we have 12% critical hit damage. For you new returning players, if you guys don't remember, the damage to armor and then obviously the damage targets out of cover is multiplicative. So that's why even though I'm not using an LMG or using a rifle, these are still kind of best in slot for this type of build. For the backpack, I'm running with the Matador backpack. This has weapon damage, armor, critical chance, critical hit damage mod, and then obviously we're getting perfect adrenaline rush. So whenever you are within 10 meters of an enemy, you gain 12% bonus armor for 5 seconds. Now that's in PvP. Remember, it's higher out of in PvE, but yeah, for PvP, 12%. If I have 3 enemies, you can stack it up 3 times, right? So that's why it's actually really good, especially when you get 3-4 guys pushing in. You'll get a huge chunk of armor, and it gives you some type of survivability. I was running the Defender drone in that, but you can literally run whatever skills you want. Technically, you should be running something that works for your team. So maybe you need a booster hive, maybe you need a chem. I don't know what you're running, but yeah, I had a Defender drone and I paired that up with a decoy, but sometimes I run the pulse. The skills don't really matter for this build. It just gives you a little bit more survivability if you want to run something like the Defender drone. So for the specialization, you can run whatever you want. In the video, I was running the firewall specialization, but obviously if you're in a group, you want to run survivalist, because when I pop a med kit, that med kit's going to be shared with my team. And if they use the same thing, we just kind of have multiple med kits. So that's why it works really good. Now, if you are running solo, or if you guys want to have one person run the firewall, well, this is actually a great way, because you do get damage buff when you guys have this in a group, and the med kit for that one player is 200%. So that's why a lot of people like running this. But in a group, obviously I like running survivalist. Most of my teammates run it, so we kind of feed off of each other. And that's the build right there. For the secondary, you can run what you want. I have a FAMAS on there. You guys know most of my weapons, my main weapons are at 23. This FAMAS with the Optimus is at 23. Before this build, I was literally just running this Ouroboros. And man, I'm telling you, this thing absolutely shreds, and I can't wait to keep trying different builds with it, because I think it's going to be a fun piece to use. Now, the one downfall I will say is at distance, it doesn't feel as strong as obviously something like the FAMAS, but when you get them close, this thing's an absolute monster and literally shreds armor, as you guys were seeing. But yeah, that's the build right there, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Man, happy grinding. Remember, go to the incursion, start farming it. If you guys are trying to grab this, good luck, happy hunting, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, Nothing But Skills out.
Dirtbag.
Bye. Medkit for you guys, medkit for you. Stay close. Okay, let's go.
Just
3 of these guns just...